But yeah, Tetris was my first ever video game. And then I basically became a little shithead, and I've never changed.
Welcome back to Backseat Adulting.
Welcome.
With Strike and Annie.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's been a long day.
It was.
Thank you to those who listened, watched episode 1, episode 2. Thank you for your feedback, which we have read and have not considered.
Exactly.
As always.
This is how it will go.
This is how it will go. This is how this podcast works. We hope that you tell us what you like, tell us what you didn't like, give us ideas for topics, and then we just never give a shit.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
This is how we do it. I have one thing for you.
Yes, sorry.
Every single time.
It's going to be every episode.
It's going to be every episode.
One day there's going to be a compilation of me holding my microphone wrong.
Yeah, after like 10 episodes, we do a compilation of Annie holding her mic wrong. And it's going to be fabulous.
And you correcting it. Oh,
Chin
yeah.
chin. Oh, the sound. Does it sound different? Cheers.
Yeah, I think so. Well, there's more fluid in it.
Not true. That sounds bitter, baby. Damn. No, but it's good. I added some
I
water.
really, really like
We
this.
also have some olives.
Oh, yes.
It's a snacky snack.
We like to
And some
snack
chips.
sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when we're tired.
Yeah.
But I think it's a perfect time to talk about when we were young, the video games we were playing, a little bit nostalgia.
When we were young individually, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, individually, of course. I didn't know you when I was young, so.
Yeah. But you're 26. I'm 38. This is the whole point of the podcast. For those of you who have never heard that we're talking about.
I totally forgot that viewers might tune in just now.
Yeah. People might just never heard of anything. And just, who the fuck are these people? Just laughing, we're drinking booze. No, but we're talking about different things in life. Period. No, we're talking about different things in life, such as media, video games, life, work, careers, money, waffle toppings, from two different standpoints, like a millennial and a Gen Z.
Exactly.
And so the topic we chose today, why don't you start us?
Today's topic is nostalgia in video games, or video games we're nostalgic about. I'm trying to move over the microphone. So, Strike, what was the first video game you played?
Ever?
Ever.
Probably Tetris.
Same.
All right, next topic. No, but it was probably Tetris on the Game Boy.
I had a MP4 player. It wasn't even MP3 because it had video, and I was able to watch music videos on it.
Okay.
I had to upload the videos to the player, but I also was able to play Tetris.
So the interesting thing is I played Tetris on its actual original platform, which is the Game Boy. And you played Tetris, some knockoff, what's the title? Some knockoff on some MP4 player.
Yes.
Wait, so I played Tetris in like 1990. When did you play Tetris?
Oh my God. 2000s.
So pretty much exactly
Early 2000s.
10
maybe.
years apart. That's wild, dude.
Probably, I was probably like 6 years old or something.
Yeah, same.
Like
I was
school.
like 4. But yeah, I obviously, like, we had this nostalgia in video games topic, right? And the way Tetris looks like and the way it sounds with the music is incredibly nostalgic to
Yes.
almost everyone I know.
I mean, I heard it helps when you're stressed.
The melody.
Probably because you're nostalgic about it. And I still play Tetris on my Switch. But I always get like finger cramps.
Tetris 99?
Yeah.
You right? Yeah. It's interesting. So this Tetris melody is super, super, super nostalgic to like everyone I know. I think if I went and played the song to a 45-year-old and then a 35-year-old and then a 25-year-old,
All of them
everybody
would
would be
know.
like, oh shit, that's the Tetris melody.
Yeah.
And everybody has something to connect with it. So it's like the one quintessential video game that does this. I think there's probably not a single other video game who has this immense like wave of, oh shit, this is Tetris.
Yeah.
Like Tetris
Because
does.
everybody played it.
Right, exactly.
At least once in their life.
And the melody is unique, is iconic, obviously. Fun fact, I work in gaming and esports, and we do like events as well. And lately I have been in contact with Tetris to figure out the rights and licensing and everything to use Tetris not only in an event, but also to use its assets for activation and post-activation. And the legal situation around Tetris is super interesting. So Tetris is owned by the Tetris company. The Tetrominos and all that blocky stuff, that's all theirs. But the NES or Game Boy version of Tetris, including the famous music, Korobeiniki, is owned by Nintendo. So, and here's the very, very interesting thing. Korobeiniki, this song, is a Russian folk song. As a Russian folk song, it is public domain. You cannot copyright the melody itself. But Tetris, the Tetris company, have a copyright on the melody when it is used in conjunction with a video game. So if I upload it to YouTube, whatever. But if I upload it to YouTube together with any video game content, that is an infringement of their trademark, of their copyright. And here's the funny part. Nintendo has a copyright on the specific version of that melody that plays on NES and Game Boy. So the beepy 8-bit version, that specifically is their domain.
So I played an ultra knockoff version that infringed on copyright.
Most probably.
Because there was the same music as...
Most probably. Unless it is from Tetris. But, you know...
I don't think so.
They're mega strict with their copyright stuff. They probably have a shit ton of lawyers going through all that constantly. Because, again, it's so iconic that everybody wants to use it. And, I've learned that my work with Tetris so far has been very nice. They have been very forthcoming and supportive of our ideas and what we want to do. Yeah, actually, I was surprised because I expected them to be extremely strict with everything. And they were like, yeah, just maybe don't do this, maybe don't do that. But the rest is fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was actually
so
mega surprised. But yeah, Tetris was my first ever video game. And then I basically became a little shithead and I've never changed. No, that wasn't
sure.
That wasn't what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is, it's true though. What I wanted to say is I became a Sonic child. You know how there were like two directions you could go? It was either Mario or Sonic in the 90s.
Yes.
I was a Sonic kid.
Okay. Oh, I do have a different view on that.
Let's go.
So after Tetris, there was Sims for a long, long time.
Sims came out in 2000.
Yeah, somewhere around 10.
Yeah, keep going. I'll just check.
Anyways, so what I was hinting at, my next gaming console after the PC was Nintendo DS. And Nintendo DS Lite or whatever. So I had I got one for Christmas, and there was a game, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Oh God!
And it was both of them together.
Right.
So I didn't really...
You never had this differentiation.
Yeah, never.
That's interesting because in my generation, it was Nintendo with Mario or Sega with Sonic. And while Sonic is still, well, I wouldn't call it a strong franchise today. It's still a franchise today.
It is.
But that's it. Sega don't do consoles anymore after the sad story that is the Sega, not the Saturn, the Dreamcast. But Sonic is still around. I just don't like the modern games. Nintendo is still crazy, like with the consoles and the games, and they're still doing great. And this is another thing about the nostalgia factor of video games. I really, I've become, and I don't like that necessarily to be honest, but I've become a crazy purist about some old games.
Okay.
We spoke in, I think 1 episode ago, we spoke about Resident Evil and how I still think Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are the best Resident Evils. 4 I accept because it was a really well executed game, even though it had that over the shoulder camera thing. Everything after, meh. I like the remakes. 1 1 was good. 2 and 3, everybody hates on them, but I think they were well made.
Okay.
Because for me, as a classic Resi fan, they gave me a bit of that feeling while being very modern games to play. I think they did that really well. But it's the same with Sonic. Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and 3 and Knuckles were like the Sonic games. And so many that came after just didn't completely like scratch that itch of Sonic for me, because they were 3D, and then some of them were fucking dog shit. Like, you probably heard the stories of like just that one Sonic game, Sonic Adventures or whatever, that was just so incredibly full of bugs, it's unplayable. It's a joke on the internet, and it's fucking horrible.
When?
Sometime in the 2000s.
Okay.
Just absolute dog shit.
I don't think I heard about that.
Yeah, you're not, nothing lost for you.
So you
But
were...
one more thing,
Yeah,
sorry. And then they brought out Sonic Mania. And you probably know Sonic Mania.
I heard of
It's the game that was made by Cannon Hat Studios, which was a game studio started by Sonic fans who made Sonic-styled games just because they liked it. And they recreated that very specific engine and physics system that Sonic had. And were basically just fans. And so Sega, in their infinite wisdom, hired them to make Sonic Mania, which was supposed to be a 25th anniversary celebration of Sonic, I think, and to give fans an old style Sonic game, and not like 2.5D like that. It's actually 3D, but you played like an old, but actually like the old ones looked and sounded. And they chose, as a composer for the music, they chose T. Lopes, who is one of my favorite video game composers out there. I worked with him. I used to make music for or remixes for Sonic 2 HD, which was a fan project to make Sonic 2 in HD.
Okay.
But super like close to the original. And I made music for, and I wasn't a good producer, but I made music like remixes. And then he started uploading his, and I was blown out of the water. I was fucking so good. Like, it has the vibe of the original. And I became a huge fan of his. And then when they said Cannon Head Studios makes Mania and T. Lopes makes the music, I was like, sold. Mania is going to be crazy. And so they made Mania. I loved it. And they never did anything else like it again. And I'm a bit sad about that. I have a Sonic tattoo on my arm. I don't have a Mario tattoo on my arm. So.
Do you want a plumber tattooed on your arm?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want a blue hedgehog?
I'd rather have a blue hedgehog than a plumber.
Fair enough. No, but yeah, it's with this tattoo, I try to like memorialize my milestones in gaming. So there is Tetris on it. There is Sonic, Mega Man. Dude, I forgot what I have. Metal Gear Solid, very importantly. The Counter-Strike bomb code. Resident Evil Zombie. The Undertale heart, because I still, even though it's a very modern game, I still think Undertale is an absolute masterpiece of gaming, especially indie gaming history. That's pretty much it.
My gaming tattoo would be Sims 2, Sims 3, not Sims 4.
Why? No. That's not. You have to explain that.
I don't like Sims 4 because they took they took away the cars.
Wait, what?
Sims 3 had cars. I was able to drive. Well, it was much better in terms of customization and free building. And now it's just shitty. Because you don't have cars anymore, the world is not as open. Because Sims 3 had open worlds, you could go anywhere.
Right.
And now you're just locked into your lot. Anyways.
So like COVID.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe that's why I like it. I like Sims 4.
Maybe. Well, I still play it. But I yearn for Sims.
The children yearn for the Sims.
So this was like, I think 6th grade.
Okay.
Sims 3 came out in the summer. And I played for 5 weeks. Every morning I got up at 7:30. I played all day. My mother almost killed me because she was so worried about me. She's like, she's never gonna
She's not normal, this girl.
Yeah, she's not gonna make it.
He's never gonna find a nice husband
Exactly.
with their video games.
So there would be...
Little did she know that you were training to be a perfect housewife in The Sims. I trained to be a terrorist in video games. I never ended up being one. Too bad.
So I'm still talking about my hypothetical gaming tattoo.
Yeah.
Sims, Minecraft,
Oh, shit.
a lot of Minecraft, Fortnite.
Okay, we're ending the podcast.
The whole
That's it.
No. This is actually a funny story. So I always had like Windows PCs at home. Then I switched to Mac. And then I found out Fortnite can only be played on a Windows PC.
Is that still the case?
They're coming back at end of year,
Okay.
I think. I got a gaming PC for Fortnite. That was the whole reason. And Valorant.
Yeah, but neither of those are games that need like a strong PC to play.
No, but they're just not
They don't
available on Mac.
Couldn't you have emulated Windows? Like Wine?
I tried,
Mm-hmm.
but
Didn't
it's
work?
not as good.
Okay.
Because you have delay, and especially for like Valorant, you need good connection.
Or, what do you call it? Dual boot.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, can you still install Windows on Macs now that they have their own silicone?
Yeah. I think you should be able to.
Okay.
But why would you?
True. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get a Windows PC.
Yeah.
Now I have a Windows PC just for gaming,
Mm-hmm.
and I do nothing else on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Understandable. No, but the whole gaming tattoo thing, I finished this and I was like, I don't want to go further than like the elbow area for now, but I would like to do more on the other arm. And so Sims was actually a thing I wanted to add, like
Really?
the plumb bob.
Yeah.
Because I played a lot of Sims.
Okay.
And that's actually a nice like masculinity topic. Fuck anyone who says that's a girl's game. Fuck anyone who says this is a girl's game or this is a guy's game in general. Play whatever the fuck you want. Who gives a shit? But Sims, I really, really enjoyed Sims. And
How
I
did
played-
you play Sims?
How?
Yeah. What did you do?
I was never like an agent of chaos. I really took it seriously. Like I created a sim that either was me or was like a character that I think was close to realistic. Because I think that's how I got into Daisy roleplay, the whole thing. Because I enjoy that playing another existence type thing.
Okay.
So I played it pretty like, you know, you get into it, you get a job, you make money, you meet someone. Yeah.
Okay, I played like this. I built huge mansions,
Okay.
and
Did you mother load it?
of course,
Okay.
or just like build mode,
Dirty
because
cheater.
I didn't really care about the Sims, and
Okay. These are
or I killed them.
these olives are so good that you have here. Sorry.
So I took it upon myself to kill my Sims in different ways because the ghosts look different. Like if you burn them, they are orange. If you drown them, they're blue. I had a little rainbow in front of my house.
Is that an LGBT comment?
I don't think so.
Rainbow
No,
ghosts
no.
kill them in different ways. So they have a rainbow ghost.
Oh no, yeah.
I didn't.
You can't say that.
I didn't even know that you get different ghosts based on how they die.
Now
So
you know.
what were the colors? So blue was drowning.
I don't remember all of them. I listed all I know. You can die from old age, but that took too long for me.
I know a lot of people did like the get a sim swimming and then remove the.
Yeah.
I never did that. Not because I felt like bad for the Sims or whatever, but because I was like, why? Like I've watched a shit ton of like gore content online when I was a kid. That's another like when was the earliest shock content that you reached? That's another interesting topic. But I knew what was gonna happen. My little Sim was gonna somehow drown. I saw videos of it. I was like, so what? And I always took it like very seriously, and I wanted to build like an existence. And this is also why now I play games like RimWorld, To all my RimWorld enjoyers out there, leave a like, comment how much you hate RimWorld. No, but you want to build something, or like back then it was SimCity. Now it's City Skylines.
Yes.
And every time I fly on vacation and I come back, I want to play City Skylines or SimCity back then, because looking at the plane reminded me, so look, everything is so small. And then I was like, but I would make this hill differently. So boom, go home and recreate it.
Why not?
Yeah, it was fun.
I like City Skylines too, but
two or also?
No. Also, I do have phases where I play such games.
Absolutely. Me too.
But I have 4,000 hours of playing Sims 4. I definitely have more on Sims 3, but most of them are on Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. It came out when I was, I want to say 22, something like that. And honestly, like, it became a thing amongst my then coworkers. And I think it's said too much. Like 2 of them played it, but they would speak of nothing else. And when I asked them to explain it, they were like, oh, it's this blocky world and you have to like explore mines. And I guess they just weren't really good at explaining, because I was like, that sounds like the lamest shit. So at some point I wanted to try it. And back then you could only like buy it off the Mojang website for $15.
I know. That's when I bought it too.
Yeah. And I bought it and I opened it and, well, life changed.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how I hated the first fucking 20 minutes. I really thought, what the fuck did I do? Did I just spend $15 on this absolute dog shit? I can run around, go, and then then like the dirt is gone, and did that tree just give me wood? Okay, whatever. Wait, what can I do in this 3x3 or 4x4? That was 3x3 or 4x4? 3x3. If I stack the wood, oh my god, dude, it's a table. It's a crafting table. Oh, it's 4x4 now. And then you put. I have a sword, and then like an enemy comes and you die for the first time. And the craziest fucking moment for me was the realization, oh shit, like all of this is procedurally generated. And the first time digging just straight down, and then landing in a cave, and then just losing yourself in that cave. That was incredible. And just the feeling of, wait, so I can stop this game and restart a new one, and I have everything completely new. Was mind-blowing to me. And I have thousands of hours in this game. Still to this date on stream, because I mostly game on stream now because I don't have time for much else. I have like a month or 2 or 3 weeks, a year, where I'm like, fuck, now I'm in the Minecraft.
I started on Friday. I'm in deep right now.
Okay.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah. So every day. So you sacrifice Minecraft today?
Like 8 hours. It's my job now.
It's your job
It's
now.
my job.
Does it pay?
No.
Shit, then it's not your job.
I remember I had to beg my dad for his credit card for like 4 months or something until he gave it to me. He was like, yeah, okay, here you go. But after that, you couldn't get me off that thing for years.
That's also a famous, iconic soundtrack by now. Ding, 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 ding. Or For me, what's so crazy is most of the soundtracks that I find iconic are super old. The game soundtracks, like we just talked about Tetris, the Sonic one, the Mario sounds.
Oh yes.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater's soundtrack. You can add so many, but I feel like after 2015 or something, there's no 2013 or something, there's no game anymore where I'm like, this melody, or the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack. And then came Undertale. And Undertale, because its music is so, I'm just such a fucking Toby Fox simp. It's like the guy who created it. This guy is a freaking genius to me. The way he wrote his music is like according to the rules of classical music theory. with like motives, and it's fucking incredible. It's beautifully written,
Beautiful.
and yeah, it's great.
What are your thoughts about Red Dead Redemption? Because that was a game that I just recently played it and had good impact on me. That was like a game that sucked me in again, because I didn't have that since Minecraft.
Did you? Oh, that much. Did you like? Let me ask a few kind of questions. Just, did you play it when it first came out?
No.
Okay. Are we talking about Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2?
2.
2. Did you /play GTA? Any?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Red Dead Redemption 2, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. The only sad part of it is that I care very much about the setting of a game. I don't enjoy games sometimes that are huge hits, and I know there are games that just the game style would like grab me. But because they're usually, when it's set in a fantasy, like dwarves, wizards type thing, I'm just out. Because that's just really not my thing at all.
Yeah. Same.
So it's slightly similar with Red Dead Redemption 2. I played it a good 20, 30 hours, I'd say. And I enjoyed it. But at some point, it just became so freaking repetitive.
Yeah.
And
True.
while it's immensely detailed, I mean, you have a freaking game where the horse's balls shrink when it gets, stuff like that. It's wild, and it's absolutely a masterpiece. But I kind of lost it after like 30 hours. But apparently you really liked it.
Yeah, I played for 200 hours. I really, really enjoyed it.
Did you finish it?
Yes.
How many times?
I cried.
I cried.
I cried when Arthur died, and when I
Hey,
finished
no
the game.
spoilers. Will there be a Red Dead Redemption 3?
I hope so.
Does it make sense story-wise?
No. Well, he didn't die.
I don't know.
The other guy. I don't know his name because I didn't care about him, because I was still mourning Arthur
Okay.
for the whole second part of the game.
Good old Arthur. Yeah, no. I know that there was Red Dead Revolver was the very first one. And it was a different game than Red Dead Redemption. I think it was more of an action.
Okay.
And I saw a video of it once, and I was like, that looks completely replaceable. But Redemption is actually a really good game. I saw, when we're speaking about GTA style games, I saw a video lately that there was Bully. They were planning Rockstar, one of the greatest game companies ever, where I've been actually considering buying Take-Two stock. I haven't done it yet, but I want to do it before GTA 6 comes out.
Yes, you should.
And I've never bought stock, so I think we spoke about that, and I still don't know what to do. But Bully 2 and 3 were apparently planned, and then they were doing Red Dead Redemption 2. And because Red Dead Redemption 2 became such a monumental project, they suspended Bully 2 and took like the designers and programmers and so on to Red Dead. And that was the story of Bully.
Okay.
Nobody ever really touched it again.
Oh.
But yeah, Red Dead, definitely amazing game. Did you ever play any Metal Gear Solid title?
No.
No?
I'm sorry.
Then it's tough to... No, for me, Metal Gear Solid was one of the first games that taught me storytelling in video games. I don't think storytelling in video games had ever been this epic or great before Metal Gear Solid. This is obviously an extremely subjective opinion. And if you're on a platform that has comments like YouTube, obviously let us know like what was your game where you were like, this is the one thing that changed gaming for me in any way. But for me, Metal Gear Solid was like, I was just mind blown, like at the storytelling, what was unfolding in front of my eyes. And I feel like Metal Gear Solid is a very Asian type story. And I usually don't like Asian type stories, which is why I never really watched anime. I don't really like anime much other than Akira. That's like the one thing I watched because we had it in the school library and it was brutal as fuck. But Metal Gear Solid for me is amazing, and it's definitely mega nostalgic for me because I mean the first one was on PlayStation 1, the second one was on PlayStation 2, third one as well 4 came out on PlayStation 3, and it just became like this milestone title on a new PlayStation platform, because I was also mostly a PlayStation kid when I was still about consoles. So you've never played MGS?
No.
Have you played the original Doom?
No.
No, ever? No. Christ.
No, we cannot leak this information.
What information?
That I never played Doom.
Oh, too bad.
I actually haven't played any games in my life.
Okay. Okay.
I did play, but...
Yeah, but you played Sims. That's okay.
Yeah. Sims Pro player, Anya.
Sims professional Simser.
Yes.
Simser.
Simser.
Do you speak Simlish?
No.
Fluently? How about
No.
Digadu? No, but there was apparently people identified a few words that can be translated, such as hello or sorry, and I forgot what they were.
Same. But I've never gotten that deep into a fandom to learn Simlish.
Are there people who learn Simlish? I mean, there's...
I think so. I heard something like that, but it also could have been a dream or something.
No, but there's people who learned Elvish.
Yeah, it's not that far-fetched, I know.
See, and that's another thing about the whole, I don't like fantasy games thing. That's why I never liked Harry Potter. Sorry to say. Never been my thing. Also, J.K. Rowling, not my person, to be honest. And secondly, Lord of the Rings. Watched it maybe twice, because there was like, hang out with friends and watch the whole like trilogy or whatever. And that's cool because you do it with friends. But I would never be like, Lord of the Rings, so great. Something about not House of Dragons, the one before. House of Dragons is the spin-off running now. What was the original?
Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah. That one I liked. But I think it was because it wasn't like a romanticization of this fantasy thing. It was just really fucking medieval and heavy and unfair and that was cool.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Never?
No.
Okay.
I can never get myself to watch such things. Like The Witcher, I cannot watch it either. It's just not,
never liked
not
The
my
Witcher.
not
But I
my
also
thing.
didn't like the game.
Yeah.
For the same reason.
What's your favorite way to consume video?
Now?
Media? Yeah, now.
Oh, dude. So I'm not, what I can tell you is I'm not big into TikTok. I do like shorts on YouTube. I do like reels on Instagram, but I feel like on TikTok, it's just too much of a barrage of, it feels different than like Instagram. I like YouTube. I like on-demand stuff like Netflix. I have network storage with my own media player where I acquire videos from the internet and then...
Do you still watch TV?
No, but never.
Me neither.
Have you ever?
Since I live alone, no.
No, but have you ever had it? Have you had a phase in your life when you watched a lot of TV?
No.
Bingo. Because I did. And here's the age gap thing again. TV was all we had when I was a teenager, and mostly German TV, because we're from the German-speaking part of Switzerland, and there was no TV offering.
Frauentausch.
But even trash TV, all of it was German. There was no good Swiss TV. It was all boring and old and dusty. The Swiss just never knew how and still don't really know how to make engaging like TV formats. And so that's why I got a good German like regular German accent pretty clean, because I watched so much German TV because there was nothing else to watch. And MTV. MTV was like my absolute thing. But it's interesting how you learn how media works off TV, because you watch stuff there that you normally wouldn't watch because nothing else is on. Yeah. And one thing, especially in Switzerland, that has, and if you're not Swiss or you don't speak German or you are German watching this, it's extremely interesting how in a small country, we have this thing called, I think at uni we called it the next door giant thing. And so you are a small market speaking roughly the same language as an incredibly large market right next to you, Germany.
Yeah.
So all of the stuff you watch is German. You get influenced by that. The idea of how media should work is from there. And the local media basically never really gets a foothold because young people don't like it. And so the same thing now happened with online Twitch, whatever. People in Switzerland mostly watch German influencers, not Swiss ones, because there's just so much coming from, so much more from Germany. The spiral is bigger and going up. There more new content, more ideas and everything. And the Swiss just kind of like, meh.
Yeah, it's always been this way.
Yeah, it has. I guess that's my point. And I don't know how to change it.
It's also the Swiss way, I think. It feels like it.
Sadly, yes.
Yes.
In a way.
I mean, I'm not proud of it.
No, me neither. And I, to be very fair, I work in this and I have no like acute idea or recipe how to make it better for the Swiss scene other than including like German stars into Swiss content. But getting the German stars into Swiss content is hard because they're expensive.
Yeah.
And they care zero about being in Swiss productions because what does this help them? How does this help them?
Nothing.
Switzerland is a minuscule market. So that's really rough.
It is.
But yeah, TV, when I watch TV now, it's sports. It's like tennis or when there's like an European championship on or a world championship in football. That's it.
Okay.
F1, I'm huge on F1.
I saw your tweets, yeah.
Max Verstappen. Still better than McLaren, I believe. I watch it on F1 TV. Like I pay the subscription. My wife and I watch that on the app.
We watch the news.
On TV?
My boyfriend watches them. I walk away because I don't want to. I call it the horror show. I don't want to know.
Yeah, because it's always negative.
Yeah.
Right?
Why can't they just speak about cats?
So.
Like young kittens.
I forgot the name. But during COVID, because everything became way more bleak. Oh my God, who was it? Some actor started posting videos of him in a suit, looking like a news anchor, and just reporting good news. Literally just good news for 10 minutes. And I forgot who it was. God damn. He became like, he was already a star, but it became a huge thing of like, finally like nice stuff, not like more people dying, like power outages there, the world is ending.
Yeah.
And I still think it's not okay to like close your eyes away from the bad shit that's happening because it does influence us.
I don't. I just don't want. I read it
24/7.
I don't want to hear it. I want to read it.
Yeah.
For like 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Not 1 second more than that.
Yeah. I understand.
Because I just want to be like, I have to batch this time just so I stay sane.
Yeah. No, I completely understand. I don't want to be barraged by it all the time. But I sometimes do feel like YouTube, everything becomes faster. That's such an old man thing to say.
Everything becomes so fast, I can't follow it anymore.
But look at a Mr. Beast video. The first 5 seconds are, I found 100 people, and then boom, immediately. There's no intro per se. Everything has to be fast. And like, I'm really not trying to hate, but it's just not my cup of tea. But like streamers like Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, it's constant wilding out content, acting like a fucking dog.
Constant screaming.
I can't fucking handle that. Like it for a long time, it was like in my early 30s, it was I can't, as in I just don't want to, I don't like it. By now, it actually makes me anxious, and I don't want it I cannot have it in my life, lest my blood pressure, which is already too high, spikes. And it's wild to me how this is becoming like the standard of content: more drama, faster, more ridiculousness all the time.
Yeah, because TikTok seriously reduces the attention span.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was able to sit through like 4-hour documentary on Egypt, and watching it. Now I can't do like 10 minutes and I'm done.
So you specifically feel like you've had this impact?
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy. I mostly watch long form content, either as like with my wife when we have dinner or when we want to snuggle and watch something like a movie style, or next to work or doing something else in the background.
I mean, I watch a lot of TikTok for work because we have lots of clients that want content for socials, especially TikTok, and I need to see the trends, what is going on the platform, how can I produce for my client to fit the platform, and so I need to consume the content.
Yeah.
When I'm home, I watch documentaries.
But like actively watch or just run in the background?
Not always. At least at the moment, I do mostly like on one screen there's my documentary going and I'm doing something else.
So in the background, basically.
Yeah.
Background as in it's not your main concentration.
Sorry, I didn't listen to you. I was
you already were you were already checked out. Okay.
Checked out, yeah, sorry.
Nice. But it's also what's also interesting to me is how the platform of content consumption changed. And I feel like it's different for different generations. I sometimes feel like I depend on a big screen way more to do things way more than maybe your generation. So big screen versus small screen, I guess.
I love my small screen.
Yeah.
I recently was working and I was thinking like, okay, now I'm on the big screen and afterwards I'm going to reward myself with the small screen.
You will reward yourself with this. God damn. Yeah. It's the other way around.
And this way or this train of thought, it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
So you prefer a small screen to a big screen? Okay. That's because I prefer a big screen for almost all things. I love my phone and I love smartphones for their practicability, for their usability, because you just grab a phone, you can do so many things that you don't have to like sit down at a computer and do there for some reason. But it's still an inferior platform to me than like a full-blown computer.
Oh, I want to play a game with you. Is it a phone or PC task?
Okay.
I wrote a few examples and you tell me if it is a phone or a PC task.
I'm ready.
And afterwards you will ask me the same.
Okay.
Okay. Checking your bank account. Just checking the balance.
Just the balance? Phone.
Paying bills.
PC. Straight up, 100%.
Buy flights.
PC.
Write emails.
PC. Because I feel like I'm too fucking stupid to like really write on a...
Shop for expensive things.
PC.
Shop for inexpensive things.
Either. Whatever I'm sitting on right now.
Okay. Writing a email to someone like a landlord or government.
PC.
Photo editing.
Mac. Well, yeah. An actual like large screen Mac.
And entertainment.
So if I have access to a big screen, it's a big screen. If I don't, because I'm traveling or something, a small screen is fine. But then if I can, I prefer an iPad to an iPhone. Okay,
so here are the questions.
Right.
Now you ask me.
Okay. Checking your bank account.
Phone. 100%.
Paying your bills.
I just recently started to pay on my phone sometimes, but usually PC.
You mean paying on your phone with like the QR code?
No, like bills. Like I have to put them into my bank account to pay.
Because
paying is phone because of the wonderful app I'm not gonna name.
But just on a sideline, Switzerland started having QR payment slips like a year ago.
Yeah.
And those are dope. If I get a payment slip, I get all my bills digitally.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get a payment slip with a QR, I will use my phone to pay it. Buy flights.
Phone.
Write emails.
Phone. Unless it's for work, especially a new client. First email always goes out on PC.
Why?
I don't know. It
Just feels more
it just
official.
works that way.
Just feels more official.
Yeah.
Shop for expensive things.
Phone. But also PC.
So either.
I don't.
Shop
Yeah,
for inexpensive things.
Phone.
Of course.
Phone. Grocery shopping. Phone.
So we just touched on this, but like big
Yeah.
official emails, landlord, government, police,
PC.
PC. Really?
Yeah.
So there it becomes a...
I do have this one quirk. I write on my phone, I send it to my PC, and I send the mail from there. Because
What?
it's more comfortable for me to write on my phone.
It is?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
So I'd rather write a text on my phone and send it.
Did you ever learn the 10-finger system?
Of course.
That's not of course. Because for us, this was like a super important thing in school.
It was.
It was for you too? Good.
Yeah, we had to do those tests with the blinds on top of the...
The kids are all right.
Yeah.
Photo editing.
Usually PC, sometimes iPad. If it's something like for personal use.
Right.
And personal use phone too, sometimes.
Okay. I've never edited a
It depends on what I'm doing.
I think I did it for like Instagram, you know, like a quick shot for Instagram. You drop a filter, change white balance, something like that. But I know that there's a Lightroom app for phones.
Yeah, but
Or was.
Lightroom. Oh, well.
Entertainment. Media consumption.
Anywhere.
Get it anywhere. What was it? I have a question. Maybe as the last thing for this episode. What was your first tech gadget, outside of your phone that you had at any time in your life where you were like, I can't be without this anymore? Or like this without this style of gadget? And how old were you?
My noise cancelling headphones. Because I get overwhelmed with lots of people. When there's a lot of people and lots of different sounds or loud sounds, I just need headphones. Headphones, noise cancelling headphones.
Yeah.
And I was 23?
So not that long ago.
Yeah, I just recently found out and I was like, how didn't I try this earlier?
Those are a blessing.
I was so angry with myself.
Those are a blessing. Well, but 4 or 5 years ago, I'd argue that noise canceling, like the technology wasn't that far. It wasn't that good. Now I have AirPods, like current gen Air. Even those are fire with noise canceling. They're really good.
What's your gadget?
I think also noise canceling and headphones, because I also really don't like traveling in public transport with all the sounds and the kids crying and everything, because I also now work a lot on public transport. It's part of my work time because I have a long time to the office. But also smartwatches. I've gotten so used to being able to do stuff with my smartwatch, like setting timers, like sleep tracking, setting alarms, workout tracking if I ever work out, payment with Apple Pay, and just so many more things that a classic watch just does not do. So I bought an Apple Watch back then as a gadget, and then I bought my wife a Samsung watch. She doesn't use hers that much. I have mine on every day.
I have one too, but I forget I have it.
Yeah, no, I love it.
But it's also no notifications, nothing on it, just to track my steps.
I think I'm addicted to notifications. I think
it makes
I get a bit nervous if I turn them off completely.
Okay. No, it makes me extremely anxious when I have them on. My phone has never been on loud mode.
Well, but that's a different topic.
Yeah, true.
Like loud mode sucks.
But also no vibration. I had it on usually, but I realized I started to have phantom vibrations in my life. Like Because I was talking to someone so much and I was anticipating their messages. So I felt like my leg was like in phone in the pocket. I was like, did that person write me? And I checked my phone. There was no message multiple times. And I was like, okay, phantom notifications.
Phantom notifications. That's another topic for next episode about the age gap in communication.
I think so too.
And so that's probably an interesting topic for Backseat Adulting, episode 4 when it comes out. Again, thank you very much for listening, watching.
I think it's number 3.
For the next one is number 4. This one is number 3. So thank you very much for watching Backseat Adulting number 3 with Annie
and Strike.
Please, if you are on a platform where you can comment, let us know how you liked it. Comment what you like, what you didn't like about the questions we asked in this episode. We thrive off your feedback, of course, and we try to
ignore it.
It's also an I word. Mine was implement. But, either of those works. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.